Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Inside Show here on MadhouseTV.com. I'm going to set my producer up a little bit here. Anyway, it is, what is that? Today's March 10th. Man, time just keeps flying by. But anyway, it's March 10th. It's Thursday night. We have a very relaxed, enjoyable show tonight. I have God on tonight. However, he took a new form. He's in the form of John Roper, which you might have gotten from the other shows that we had the God character on. And it was just a great thing. It really took off really nice, and unfortunately, it went bye-bye. But hopefully we can get it back one day. Maybe I can get John back here on a steady diet. So, as always, I want you to remember the theme of our show is from the George Burns movie, Oh God, and then later, Oh God, You Devil. And his line was, think God, which I'll leave you with. And as God would say, think
me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Roper.
Hello, everybody. It's me. It's John in the form of God.
Yes.
You know, God said a lot of things to people, and everybody wrote down what God said, passed it on to the other people. But sometimes they left out half of the words because there was this old saying that God is love, and I did say God is love. But the rest of it is until you step on his toes. So you got to be careful. Don't step on God's toes.
I was just watching The History of the World by Mel Brooks.
Oh, that's funny.
And he goes,
that's funny.
I have the 15 commandments, and he
Yes.
drops one. I have the 10
Ten
commandments.
Yes, that's right. Well, I was up there. I met Mel up on the mountain there. We talked about that. Yeah.
Right next to the burning bush.
Yes, in the burning bush. I was the burning bush. Anyway, nice to be here, Dennis.
And who do you get sitting alongside of you?
Next to me, I have, what is this guy's name?
Some guy you just brought him in.
come
I
on.
don't know.
Yeah,
if
I was getting out of the car. He was standing there.
Thanks a lot.
This is Don Scaturo.
How are you?
He's
Scaturo.
Scaturo. He's another.
Glad to see everybody.
you know,
Another
I never
Jewish
knew
fellow.
his last name. I never heard his last name. Scaturo.
Scaturo. It used to be stores, a grocery store in Queens and Brooklyn.
Was that you?
No, it wasn't, but my
It
family
sound-
wishes we were. You know.
Yeah. Anyway, Don sings baritone. He's a new addition to John Roper and Bob Night 4. Been with me about 6 months or so.
A year.
I said 6 months. You
All right.
contradicting
All right,
God.
I'm sorry, no. Excuse me.
He doesn't want anybody to know you've been there for a year yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm that
In
bad.
any event, Don is doing very well, and he's working hard at it, and he's doing good. He's doing good.
I've caught the Bob Knife. Matter of fact, they did a show with us at a Republican. Was it a Republican?
Republican
Yeah, the both of them.
campaign thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were there with the Lenny Coco and the Lenny Coco's Chimes, the Chimes, and they were there also. And matter of fact, I had that in video. I could have put that on.
Good, really? Oh, we could
Well, I don't have
that.
it here, unfortunately.
Well,
It's actually on my cell phone.
You can't put your cell phone
No.
up to the camera. It doesn't
No,
work
it
that
doesn't
way.
work that way.
What kind of technology is this?
Well, it was just an accident that was on, actually, I think, because, I don't know, it just happens sometimes. And
Life
matter
is
of
like
fact, I gave it to you.
You gave it
That
to me.
little clip. It's only a little clip.
Oh, okay. No.
That was over.
All right. We'll do it again. You know.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get some videos of it. I have some videos that I have to convert from to DVD to convert them for this, and I have some nice John Roper.
Videos?
Yeah, we did the park or something like that.
I have 8mm of myself.
So do I.
Somewhere.
Unfortunately, with no sound. It was,
8mm tape.
I just put them on Facebook. I have 8mm of me playing drums, and I can't hear nothing. Just. But anyway,
Technology has gone forward, you know. That's all due to God. God gave us
Yes.
all the abilities to do that. You know, it's time for us to move on. We move on.
and I want to also let you know that I overdid it today, unfortunately. I overdid it. I was on my feet too long, and I'm still under repair, all right? Or healing, I should say. So God is going to be healing. So, but the laser treatment, the Laser Spine Institute, if you have a back problem and you have a neck problem, it's true what they say. It's a little 1-inch incision they make, and then you get up and you walk after the thing is over, just like a miracle. It's really no pain.
I'm telling you.
It's an amazing thing. I used to be able to tell you when it was going to rain, and I was in the rain a couple of days ago. I was in the rain, and I said, "Wait a minute." I normally could tell you before it rains, but there it was. So my neck is healed. Everything is good.
So you're not working as a meteorologist anymore, right? They fired you because of
Yeah,
that?
no, I can't do anything anymore. Well, I couldn't do anything before that either.
Could you play the piano?
I asked him that. I said, if I have the surgery, could I play the piano? And he goes, sure. I said, good, because I always wanted to play the
I
piano.
never played it before.
Guitar too, right? You could play the guitar too.
Well, I need some surgery on the fingers for those.
Oh, okay. Well,
Unfortunately, I can't play anymore.
how about playing the field?
I got something very, very nice playing the field.
See?
To my girl Linda out there.
Very good.
She's wonderful.
Wonderful.
and, Matter of fact, you know what? Speaking of things that we're going to be doing, what was I? There was no segue. There was from Linda to what I'm going to be doing.
Well,
That didn't work.
You can't segue.
That was not a
You can't
segue.
segue between people. You know,
No.
you got to just.
You can go with Subway to a segue.
Well, like a Subway right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I am going to be at Bivio's, a fine Italian restaurant, on March 12th and April 1st. And March 12th is a Saturday, Friday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, and on Saturday, May 14th, I will be at Bivio's, which is on the screen right now. Then, just so you got that, Bivio's again, excuse me. This is May 6th. I will be at Sergio's. So if you want to come on down to Sergio's, that's an Italian restaurant over in North Massapequa. Bivio's restaurant is in Huntington. And you can just run back those, put it on rewind, and you can catch that. And then I have this very decorative thing I just made that shows me off. As it'll be left on all the places. That's this thing right here. I don't think she has that one, but anyway, she does have it up there. Wow, I tell you, she's really good. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to show you something that John hasn't seen either.
Oh, boy.
1994, in the 90s, early 90s, I created just the two of us.
Okay.
It was a vocal group. I had a contest. I was doing a karaoke show, and I did a contest. And this girl came up, and after a week or second week, she won the contest, and she became the first just the two of us female of the act. So I'm going to play a little video of something here, and maybe you can check that out, and we can go from a commercial from there or whatever. But this is just the two of us in 1994 in Elio's Restaurant in Queens.
Check one, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ilios on Glendale. My name is Dennis. I'm one half of Just the Two of Us. Jen's going to be out here in a second. So with that, I want to start off for you a little bit. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, or even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you. Some of I've seen might never be me. Might never be cross or try to be lost, but they wouldn't do. Oh, nobody else gave me a will to go folks, I love you still. It had to be you, a wonderful you. It had to be you. How about that feedback? So shuffle along for it. Yeah.
Then come back here.
Yes.
What is this I just see?
What?
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 Like this?
Oh, gee.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie, the president and founder of Renee Marie's Language of Love Foundation. I would like to personally invite you to our second annual telethon held right here on Madhouse TV. Did you know that nearly 80% of strokes could be prevented? By knowing the signs and getting to the hospital within a 4.5-hour window, you could save your life or someone's you love life or anyone's life. Strokes do not discriminate who it affects and at what time. A stroke can happen at any time and play a huge impact in your life. Do you know what aphasia is? It is a result of a stroke or brain injury, which affects the ability to speak and communicate. Think about how you would feel if you cannot express yourself, even in the simplest forms. I am blessed to say that I am a stroke survivor and can humbly speak of the experience of how it feels to express myself, to not be able to express myself, and not to understand. It is devastating. Please join us on March 20th, 2016 on Madhouse TV for a Language of Love telethon, which supports strokes and aphasia. You can visit our website at www.languageoflovetelethon.org. Together, we are lifting our voices and changing the face of strokes and aphasia locally and around the globe. God bless you, and I'll see you on Madhouse TV on March 20th, 2016. God bless everybody. Ciao.
All right, we made it back. That was a little bit of just the two of us back in 1994. There's a whole bunch of that. But anyway, going back
Wasn't
to...
he a good-looking guy? This
I
guy.
can't believe how
He was a
man,
good-looking guy in 1994.
My
It wasn't
teeth
even-
were all
The
there.
key
My
word
hair,
is-
my hair was darker.
It wasn't really him.
It's amazing how good of a looking guy he was.
It was a stand-in.
And
I
John,
can't-
you looked the
It was
same
a
to me as when
stand-in.
I met you, so I don't know.
Well, I met you this morning. So how much? No, I met him. I met you around that time in 1994,
I was swimming
95.
with champagne in
And
95.
I can't remember you being that good looking because you still look like the same to me all the time.
Right.
Well,
Ugly.
Yeah.
No, we're only kidding.
You're a good looking dude.
Shut up.
And the picture I saw a picture of you back in East New York in Highland Park, where I took a picture 10 years before you.
Yes,
Highland
same
And
spot.
we're in the same spot. We had a picture that said 10 years apart. It's amazing. And I look better than you then.
In your mind, yeah. It was no, but those were the days when like Lenny Coco was there with you guys.
Yeah.
and
We all
What were
everybody
you doing in
sung
Highland Park?
that's where I hung out, man. That was
we hung out.
I lived in East New York.
We
I lived
in East
Cypress Hills,
Yeah.
Bushwick section.
Yeah, we
That's-
I used to go to Highland Park all the time. But
That's
I
what
was
the-
when you were there singing, I was 8 or 7.
Well, John, we kicked
I
you away from
remember-
the corner. We wouldn't let you be out on the corner.
I remember in Cypress Pool,
Cypress
Pool with the blue lockers.
and I was in back by the lockers. I think it was green back then, but maybe it's blue. I don't remember. That's years ago. But there was a guy singing a cappella. That was my first real experience to a cappella. They were singing, which is a lot earlier. I mean, a lot older time than what you're doing. But it was as we stroll along. It was so damn good. I couldn't get enough of it. It was great. So in love.
Well, that's why we got all into a cappella. That's why we all got into doo-wop, because it was easy, and the average guy in the street could do it.
And you didn't have to pay for an instrument
You didn't have to pay for an
because
instrument.
we didn't have any money.
You know, and we just, everybody did it. So we used to have the neighborhood groups come around to do
The neighborhood
sing-offs,
jukebox, as Rocky would
little
say.
sing-offs, and as a matter of fact, there's a show coming up in, we have to pave it over there, please, thank you.
What's that, April?
That was my
There's
cue.
a show coming up in April. It's called the Acapella Doo-Wop Rumble. And it's going to be all acapella show. It's on April 30th at the Bayway Arts Center in East Islip. And there's the competing groups are going to be the Tribunes, who have been around for a long time.
Turn around so I can see a picture.
I can't read it if I turn around.
Oh, that's true.
Read it backwards through the back.
You think I remember all
Hold
of
up
this
the
stuff?
light.
You know, I can't remember all of this stuff. Anyway, it's going to be the Tribunes, the Bob Knight 4, Still in Style, the 3rd edition, the Sons of Pitches,
Watch it now.
that's what they call themselves, Pure Platinum, and Singing with Sammy.
Funny, I heard a group called the Four Pops. I thought it was pretty cool.
No.
They're not
Back
on
in-
there, but I
back
mean, I
in the
heard the
day.
name, the
Yeah.
Four Pops, not the Tops, the Four Pops.
Well, that's right.
Turn around, Flo.
Here it is. Here's the thing. If you can see it, I don't think you
can't see
can,
it.
but
Oh,
Yeah, there
I'll
you go.
wiggle it around. Look at that. It's a nice thing. And anyway, that's the reality is that this is what used to happen in real life on the street corners. Little neighborhood groups would get together. We'd have little competitions.
It was after the stickball game, though.
If it's a stickball game, or if they're going behind a movie and shooting crap, or whatever the case might have been, everybody, every little group had their own little thing.
And if you were lucky, you got to go to St. Michael's dance and go on the stage.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we
At
did-
St. Malachy's.
Yeah, we did that a couple of times. St. Fortunata's, all Eastern York, Brooklyn, all of Brooklyn. Eastern Parkway skating ring.
Oh, yeah.
You
sure.
remember that?
Hale Avenue Bowling Alley.
Hill Avenue,
Hill Avenue,
White
yeah.
Castle.
And don't
Logan
forget,
Street, Logan Street Pool Room.
I was just going to say, don't forget the YMCA on Jamaica Avenue. But yeah, there was a lot of great times back in
We
those
had
days.
good times. We had good times. Rockaway Beach. We used to go to Rockaway Beach,
What street?
Beach 98th Street,
Yeah.
and we used to have sing-offs over there all the time.
We used to go to 111. I was 111th Street.
Well, you were the high end.
Yeah,
You
the
were-
high end, the Ridgewood,
You were younger, though. That's what
Ridgewood
happened.
section of.
The younger guys went to the higher numbers, But we had a good time. Life was good back then. It's still good now, but it's quite different than it was in those days.
I've said it before too, but
was simpler.
we actually had my group, the Five Shades, when I was 13. I was a drummer back then. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I got the Parks Department guy. In fact, he did commercials. He did the Eric commercial and the horse. He's on a horse and all that. He died of cancer, incidentally. He was selling the cigarettes.
It's like the Marlboro Man.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And he was in charge of the park. I managed to talk him into letting us play in Highland Park. And they had like sprinkler system things where the kids used to play.
That was Lowland or the Highland?
The Lowland.
Lowland,
On
yeah.
Jamaica Avenue. So we set it up and we did it, and we played, and we had a great time, and everybody had a great time. They created the weekly or monthly, whatever it was, they did shows.
Mm-hmm.
We created that, the Five Shades.
Well, did
That's-
they give you kudos for that?
No, but we did get to play it more than once.
Okay.
And we had a great time. Matter of fact, I played that with a group. We did one show. That was it, and we broke up. It was a sax, bass, drums, and keyboard, and I don't even remember what our name was. But we did that, and it was awesome. And we were done.
Talking about back then, I remember in 1960, 61, the Bob Knight 4 used to close Murray Kaufman's show on Saturday nights in Freedom Land.
Freedom Land.
Freedom Land. We used
I
to
love
go
Freedom
on
Land.
Saturday nights to Freedom Land, and we closed the show. It was a great
In
time.
case you don't know it, this is the original bass singer and creator of the Bob Knight 4, or the Bobby Dells.
Whatever they called it back then, those days.
And he had a hit record out there called Good Goodbye that was actually called So Long, I think, at one point.
It had many names.
Had many names.
Many names, yeah.
And my favorite
Many
song was the
singers.
second one was Two Friends.
Two Friends was a good number. Yeah, I
And
like
then
that song.
another favorite of mine, which I love singing with the Bob Knight 4, was Somewhere from West Side
Mhm,
Story.
we did that also.
Which is great stuff.
We were a lucky group. We had a lot of stuff. We did a lot of backup work for other people.
You also
We
did
had-
the airplane, Pan Am?
We did a Pan Am commercial back in the day. Unfortunately, Pan Am went out of business
Yeah.
the next month, but you know.
But you got
That's
it.
the way it happens. Those good days, good days.
Did you also go to Palisades Park?
Palisades, yes, with Bruce Morrow, cousin Brucey.
Walking through the mirrored thing.
We had
and
it. It was
stuff.
it was good. We used to do tours. We go on a tour promoting the records. You go to Boston, go to Philadelphia, get in a group in a bus with 6 or 7 groups, and just go around doing a show.
And you're still big in Philadelphia.
I'm so big in
Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia. Well,
They closed the
Pittsburgh,
shows.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
They
Pittsburgh.
closed the shows with Good Goodbye and stuff like
Yeah,
that, the
yeah,
radio shows.
Yeah.
When was this? In those days?
Back in the day, yeah. Back in the day.
And Germany has got your records.
Germany, oh, that's amazing. I could believe every time I hear it, I think that Germany's doing doo-wop. I met a group called the Crystaliers in Farmingdale at the World and Disc when it was open. And they were singing Bob Night 4 songs in Germany. They were out there promoting their albums. And I met them in the Crystaliers. It was amazing. Young kids like that carrying on the music.
I just saw something too in Tokyo. Lou Caveras, he was with a group called Riot, which is totally rock and roll, nothing to do with this. But he just showed me a video of him. They played in Tokyo, and it was 20 years ago. They had this hit record back then.
Mm-hmm.
They all were screaming it and singing it, and they all knew it, and this is in Tokyo. They flew him in to do the show. They didn't pay him, but they flew him in. They covered every of those expenses,
Right.
and he did the show. I mean, that's a great feeling when and the place was packed.
Oh, yeah, it's great to be on stage and you're singing the song that you did and you see the audience singing along with you. You know, that's
When I first got with you, we were doing a show somewhere. It's one of those places where you really can't see past the first couple of rows because the lights aren't on.
right.
And I'm singing your song, and I forgot the words to whatever it was. And and these people were singing along with me. And I came to the part where I didn't remember the words, and I made up a sentence or whatever it was. These people sang those words.
Just point the microphone.
I don't know
at 'em, make
how
believe
they
it's part of
knew.
the show.
I mean, they didn't know what I was singing.
Yeah,
But it
they
was
followed
funny.
you. They read your lips. I did. I used to do it all the time. That's why I always sang wrong. I read your lips. I was singing.
Yeah, but everybody sang it, so
The people were teaching you your song, your own song.
yeah,
They knew the words.
It's a good feeling.
yeah,
I-
singing your songs. is great.
when I miss not being on stage, I miss not being into doing it. But I was always a backstage guy. I was always more into putting the music together, making the arrangements, making the harmonies. You know, I never had the thrill of being on stage. My thrill was getting the thing done and putting it out, you know.
To
But
me,
now,
that's just such a great feeling. It's just like, and there are certain people, and I'm not going to mention names, but there are certain people who don't get it. They don't get that feeling, and I can't understand it because I can't live without it. I can't understand how they do it, but that's beside the point.
They have other things, you know.
Yeah.
What do you mean, music in general?
I always said it's all about the music, and the music is like a drug. To me,
Yes.
Music is a language. It's just another language. That's all it is.
Well, it's a lot more to me. I mean, it feels like it's something I don't want to not have.
Of course not.
But yeah, it's a language.
Well, you know what
It's
happens
math.
though. You get older. You know, within the last 5 years, I've contracted emphysema. It's very hard to be a singer with emphysema.
I knew her.
You know, so excuse me.
I knew her.
I liked him.
That wasn't Mary emphysema.
No.
It was just emphysema.
All right, we're gonna take a little quick break. We'll be right back after these words. So don't go away. We got a lot more stuff coming up with John Roper and the Bob Night 4 and the other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy.
righty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around. I'm having an interesting, happy time. This is great. I'm going to do a song right now that goes out to Linda. This is dedicated to you, my darling. I lost that love before, got mad and closed the door. You said just once more. I chose you for the one. Now we're having so much fun. You've always shown me that loving you is where it's at. You make me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you, I'd spend my whole life with you. 'Cause you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You've always shown me that loving you is where it's at. You make me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. I love you so much, you see. You're even in my dreams. I gotta hear you call me. I'm so in love with you. All I ever wanna do is thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Into my life. Oh, I want to thank you, girl. Every day, the rest of my life. You've been so good to me, baby. Just want to say thank you. Alrighty, thank you so much out there, and I'm going to call John Roper up to the microphone. We're going to go from that style to older style.
Older style. That's nice, Dennis. Dennis always said that he did everything I did, but he did it first. And I find that hard to believe because I'm 10, 15 years older than you. That's fine. I've been slow. I'm going to sing a song. Will heaven please send to all mankind understanding and peace of mind. And if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Send me someone to love. I show the world how to get along. Peace will enter where haters go home. And if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Lord, I need someone to love. I awake each night, find the world so troubled, and my answer seems it's always the same. That unless man puts an end to all of the sin, they don't put the world in flame. What is she, what is she, what is she? Because I'm in misery. I don't beg for your sympathy. And if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Lord, send me someone to love. Tell them all about it, Charlie. Daddy sure love wants to be. I need someone to love. Well, I awake each night, find the world so very, very troubled. And my answer every night it's the same. That unless man puts an end to all of the sin, they don't put the world aflame. What is she, what is she, what is she? Because I'm in misery. I don't beg for your sympathy. And if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Send me someone. Send me someone to love. I need someone to love. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm going to do another song, I believe, right? A little doo-wop. Incidentally, that's me singing in the background. I figured I'd tell you that, just in case anybody didn't know. Well, life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Whoa, my life could be a dream. If I could take you up to paradise up above. If you tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. I want to see you again, yeah. Life could be a dream. If only all my precious dreams could come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, my life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Well, every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to, hey baby, we'd be so fine. Whoa, life could be a dream. If I could take you up to paradise up above. If you tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Boom, we'll meet again. Life could be a dream. If only all my precious dreams could come true. And you would let me spend my whole life loving you. My life could be dreaming, sweetheart. What I say, hey, shaboom. Oh, shaboom. Oh, shaboom. Oh, shaboom. Shaboom. Well, every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to, oh, baby, we'd be so fine. Oh, life could be a dream if I could take you up to paradise up above. If you tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart, sweetheart, sweetheart. That's right, my life could be a dream. If only all my precious dreams could come true. Then you would let me spend my whole life loving you. My life could be a dream, sweetheart, sweetheart, sweetheart. I'm gonna say it again. Hang on to your ding dong, a ling, a ling, a ling, ba-do, 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 life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Do 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 shaboom. All right, I like that song. That's a fun song to do. I'm gonna do one more. It's a song I like from the old days. A little doo-wop ballad. Doo-wop. That's again me singing in the background. All those voices are mine. I want a Sunday kind of love. A love to last way past Saturday night. I want a love that's more than love at first sight. I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a love that's on the square. I can't seem to find anybody to care. I want a love that's going to go somewhere. Yes, I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a Sunday kind of love. That's why I do my Sunday dreaming. And oh, my Sunday scheming. Every minute, every hour, every single day. I am hoping to discover that certain kind of lover, one who will show me the way. My arms need someone to enfold, keep me warm when Monday mornings grow cold. I need a love, I like to have it too. I need a Sunday kind of love. Please send me a Sunday kind of love. Lord, I need a Sunday kind of love. I need a Sunday, not just a one day, but a Sunday and an everyday kind of love. Yes, I do. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys.
guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. I had a great time tonight with you guys. I want to thank John Roper and Don in the back there. What's the last name? Scaturo. It was so nice to have you. Voice of God and extraordinary person. He's done a lot of stuff. So I got to sing with him. I was having a great time singing along with you over there. Yeah. So Don, thank you so much for coming down and being part of this show. And thank you, Janine, for doing all the sound and getting everything crazy and doing wonderful things. And Tommy Marr was out there doing all the camera work and laughing and having a good time. So with that, I'd like to say good night to you all. But remember, I get to do this last song of the evening. And it's a little part where I get to give a little progress to God and country. Thank you for sticking around. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, wide with bless America, my home sweet home. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our props to our first responders, to our police departments and our fire departments, to our soldiers who are out there defending our freedom, to the veterans who've been there and done that. I give you the greatest country in the world. Sing it out with me here at home. God bless America, our home sweet home. Everybody, God bless. Thank you for sticking around. See you next week.